5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, fans of Carolina Executives YouTube page or Facebook page. My name is Micah Lorick. I am the owner of Lorick Productions. And these guys here at Carolina Execs want to interview me. You see the badge or whatnot. I did some work with them, and like I said, they want to interview me, so let's get the show on the road, shall we?
Okay, since we're starting out with that, what projects are you working on now? Let's kind of build from there.
At the time when this video is being shot, I am working on a movie called Life Flash. Right now I'm in the funding stages of it. It's about a husband whose wife gets kidnapped and murdered, but he finds out that it's not exactly what it seems. So I'm currently in the process of working on that. I have a web series that I'm going to be doing called Poly Solo, which I'm going to be working with these guys on Carolina Execs about, again, shout out to them. And some parodies, and outside of regular work, that's pretty much all the projects I got going at the moment.
Okay, and the reason for the badge, so we all know?
The reason for the badge was I did a collab with these guys at Carolina Execs on their show that they got called Family Ties. I get to play the bad guy / good guy / bad guy cop. And so, everybody knows the cop is a good guy, but there's some that's not, but the guy's good anyway. It's complicated, but he told me what was going on. So these are badges that you'll show. That this badge I got right here is something that was in. This is going to be in my other project. So hey, I was more than happy to help him out with it. So I thought I'd bring my toys.
Right. Okay. Can you tell us how you got into filmmaking?
Interesting question. Actually, I started off in photography. It was more so I was at a job. Somebody gave me a copy of Photoshop, and then it went there to where it's like they gave me a copy of other editing programs. So I started doing that. It was more of a filming for weddings, and then it got into the filmmaking. It's like, hey, I got a story to tell. I got a camera. I can put this on film. So that's pretty much how I got into the filmmaking.
Okay, and as far as acting?
I've been acting since I was in junior high. And I did my first play in junior high. Hadn't done anything since then, and probably about 5-6 years ago, after I got that camera, I figured, heck, if I can't find actors, I might as well do the thing myself. So yeah, I just pretty much just took what I had from school and just trying to run with it, have fun with it.
Sounds good. And what are your accomplishments up to date?
My accomplishments up to date, except having 2 beautiful daughters. I have a series out that is called Based on a Couple of True Stories, and where the second series called the Janice Walker episode, it won the Best Short Film Award at the Charlotte Black Film Festival here in Charlotte back in 2011, as I said earlier, and it's been shown at the National Black Theater Festival, and there's a couple places around, a couple other places, but so far as my filming, that's one of my accomplishments. Yeah.
Sounds good. Okay, can you tell us a little bit about your history?
Well, my family's from South Carolina. Married, divorced, Sagittarius. Oh, you said my history. That is my story. You said his story. I guess in your case, you're right. That is my story. No. Outside of that, background IT. Just like to have fun, and hopefully that's pretty much it. Just your average guy, I guess. So my history is kind of interesting. Probably too long to get into if I really reach back to everything that's going on.
Right. Okay. A little information for upcoming filmmakers or actors. What would you say? What would be some good information for them?
Upcoming. I say if you're starting off like I did, don't be afraid if you just got your own camera just to do some stuff that's silly or whatnot. There's plenty of people on YouTube that's doing this type thing. If you think you can gather some friends out to help, I'm learning still. even the most seasoned filmmaker will tell you they're still learning every day. It's just you just learn in different stages. Like right now, one good thing to learn is that don't be afraid to see if you can find or reach and connect with somebody to help you with other aspects of a project that you don't know anything about, and maybe to help things better, make things better. Don't be afraid to ask for. This is one of the big things. People are always wondering about funding, things like that. The reason I bring that up is because you're going to have to get out there. One, you have to be known somehow, whether or not you connect with a business or personal people. One thing I'm finding out is that you have to keep putting something out there so you'll be known, and that way you will eventually get someone to either notice you, or just like anybody else would say, start off asking friends and family to donate time or money or whatnot. And other thing is, in time, I always start off with your friends if you can, but if you can afford to pay actors, or even if it's just the fact of affording a meal just to get them to come over there, or gas, well, thank God gas went down for a little bit at the time of this video, but not much, but still, just something. And even if you can't get anything for them up front, try to do something to show some appreciation. Actors don't be scared of the non-paying jobs, because you never know where it's going to lead. Napoleon Dynamite, he only got paid $1,000 to do that role in that movie. Look at where, I guess his name, Hitter or whatever. Look at where he was for a long time. What happened to him? He blew up. So you got some and independent film festivals. Make sure you get into those or whatnot. But we all know if you got circumstances, just make sure you're up front with somebody as well.
Right. Okay, and who would your inspirations be?
My inspirations would be, I can turn around and say my kids would be my inspiration. If that's the case, I'd turn around and make kid movies. But my inspirations would be a lot of action stars. A lot of people like, oh, Mike, you're not in the Singleton or whatnot. I actually do like Singleton. I like Spike Lee as well. And then you also have your Bruckheimers, who does a lot of producing. You also have Michael Bay. So I mean, that's pretty much so far as directors and producers. Those are my inspirations. But most of all, it's one thing this is a hobby, but if you got family or not, or trying to be a better way of life, either you or somebody you're trying to help out, your family should be your inspiration, just like my kids are mine.
Good answer. Where can we find Micah Lorick at?
You can find Micah Lorick at www.lorentproductions.com. That's Laurent Productions. If you spell it out, it's going to seem like something else, but when you see it on the webpage, it's going to be Laurent. And the other place you can find me is Facebook page, MICAH LORICK. And I do have a Twitter, same name, no space, Micah Lorick. And that's pretty much it. Those are the places that I know you can find me. Oh, I do have my YouTube page, Laurent Productions, is one of my YouTube pages. I also have one called Devinaire7, DEVINAIRE 7, which is also got a blog on it too. But I'm going to be cranking that back up myself. But those are pretty much the places you can find me: Twitter, 2 YouTubes, and my own website. Laurent Productions is where I do a lot of my entertainment, and that's my business. That's my business page.